Hi guys, it's Ruth here for Ruthless on Film. I just want to talk to you today about Suicide Squad. So I've just got back from dinner with my girlfriends and they've been saying, Ruth, we haven't been to see the movie yet because we don't know what you think of it. So here is my verdict. I think there has been a lot of overkill. There has been so many spoilers out there included in the trailers. So many trailers have been released and it's basically the best bits from the movie. So it's a real shame. In terms of the movie itself, I would say it is quite disappointing. If I had to do a score out of 5, I'd probably say a 3, and for me that's being generous. I mean, I am ruthless on film, but it really was quite disappointing. So I was expecting better things. I knew that it had been kind of overhyped, but for example, Margot Robbie, so she's been really kind of shit hot in everything she's been in. So the notable ones being The Wolf of Wall Street, and even just her kind of cameos in The Big Short. But she was just kind of borderline irritating in this. She wasn't kind of fun to watch. She was very kind of squeaky clean in terms of the way she was talking, and it's like, okay, we get it, you're trying to do a Chicago accent, but you're now just starting to grate on me. Jared Leto, again, disappointing. There's been this whole thing about how the crew are crazy and they've done all these things and they've tattooed each other while they've been on set, but it just felt as though he was trying to copy Heath Ledger's kind of voice that he gave to the Joker, and I know that it's a big job to kind of step up to, but I don't think that he's there yet, and again he was rather irritating. Then we had Cara Delevingne, so obviously she used to be a model, she's now moving over to acting. To be perfectly blunt, I'm not sure that's the right decision. She plays the role of the Enchantress, and every time she's on screen it just doesn't really seem to match up with the story. And it makes it feel quite disjointed, and she's not that great in it. I was asked tonight, you know, who's the best one of the Suicide Squad? Who is the standout star? And to be honest, there really isn't one. The least irritating one, I would say, would be Will Smith. But asking the best one out of these guys is like asking who was the least dickish at a party, or asking me to pick out the smallest turd from the toilet bowl. It really isn't that great. It's not such a compliment to say who was the best in this film, because everyone was quite terrible. At the very start we're introduced to what we think are the main characters, but then there's ones that are introduced later on that are part of the Suicide Squad, so again it just adds to this feel of being very disjointed, and it's just very disappointing. It's very kind of long, and you're kind of like, is this going to end now? You kind of think it's done and it's not. It's just a real shame. Like I said, I think the biggest downfall is that there's been far too much press around it all. There's been far too many trailers. All the best bits have already kind of been shown out there, so why would you go and kind of see the main event if it's not that great? Then we've had this petition take Rotten Tomatoes down because they're saying that this is whole thing against DC. No, there isn't anything against DC. It's just a really shit film. You just need to come to terms with it. So that's my review. That's what I think. If you've already seen it, I'd love to know what you think. And if you go and see it after you've watched this, then let me know your thoughts. I'd really love to know. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.